Hey guys, you're welcome back to SNS Kitchen. You're very welcome. If today is your first time of coming across my page, I say a very warm welcome to you. So guys, on today's episode, I'll be showing you two ways to achieve a yummy and beautiful pizza right in the comfort of your kitchen. Yeah, I'm gonna be making one with my oven and the other one in a frying pan. Yeah, so without wasting much of your time, let's begin. So to begin with the pizza dough, I'm going to be introducing my 2 cups of flour into the bowl, a teaspoon of yeast. I'm using instant yeast. Next, I'll be adding a teaspoon of sugar, half teaspoon of my salt, and of course I'm going to stir well and introduce my 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Please make use of any oil of your choice, okay? So I'm going to introduce my water gradually till a dough is formed. Please make use of just warm water. Don't use cold water for this recipe. For me to achieve a dough with these 2 cups of flour, I added half cup of warm water. Okay, if you are using 2 cups of flour to make yours, make do of half cup of water. Yeah, so when I achieve a dough of which I have achieved now, I'm going to seal that very well and keep in my oven. The oven is totally off. I'm going to keep it there to rise for 1 hour 30 minutes. I chose my oven because that's the warmest place in my kitchen. Okay, it's warmer than every other place. Yeah. Moving on to the next stage, I'm going to prepare the pizza sauce. Yes, you can buy the pizza sauce from the supermarket, but I want to make all this from scratch. Okay, so I have my tin tomatoes. I'm going to mash this very well. You can make use of, I showed fresh tomatoes earlier on. Make use of fresh tomatoes if you don't have this kind of tin tomatoes. Okay, that's why I showed the fresh tomatoes. I'm using just this tin tomatoes. I am done with mashing that. So to my clean pan, I introduce my olive oil. So I'm going to introduce my minced garlic and I'm going to stir for some time and introduce my mashed tomato puree. I'm gonna give it a very good stir and start seasoning immediately. So to this I added my tablespoon of sugar, a pinch of salt, and I'm gonna be adding my seasoning powder, which is my bouillon powder. I added my oregano or oregon. This give it the original taste. And I added my chili pepper as well. So I'm going to stir this well and let this simmer for at least 30 minutes on a very low heat, like low heat, okay? And this is 30 minutes later. Guys, this looks so beautiful and the taste is out of this world, like very delicious. I wanted to start boiling my rice so so guys, that's it. And moving over to the next stage, our dough is done rising, so I'm going to work on it right away. We are ready to make our pizza. Yay! So I'm going to divide this into half. Yeah, remember we are going to be making with our oven and also in a frying pan. Okay, so I'm going to divide this into half. First of all, I'm going to make the one in the pan. To start off with the first one, I needed it to be flat but not too flat. Okay, so I introduced that into my greased pan. So I'm going to spread it out very well to cover the edges of the pan. You know, pizza is always round in shape, so I'm trying so hard to achieve that. Yeah, so when I'm done, I'm going to start with my topping. Guys, at this moment, if you start your topping, make use of anything you like. If you have chicken, if you have your frankfurter, if you have mushrooms, anything you wish to use as your topping, please make use of it. Okay, so to this I'm going to introduce my sweet and delicious pizza sauce. Next, I'm going to introduce our mozzarella cheese. This particular cheese is meant for pizza. Okay, so next I'll be adding my sweet corn and my green bell pepper chopped with my onions. Guys, I love onions a lot, like a lot. Yeah, so I introduce my frankfurter and I'm going to cover my pot and let this simmer slowly on a medium heat. Please do not cook on a high heat, oh, it's gonna burn. Mine burns, but not too bad. Okay, so over here I'm starting off with the second method, which I'm going to be baking in my oven. So I needed that to be flat, and I'm going to use my round plate to mark the shape that I want it to have, which is a round shape. Okay, so I'm going to grease my pan and introduce my dough into this pan. Yeah, so like I did to the other one, I'm going to make sure I push that well to the edge of the pan. Next step, I'm going to introduce my pizza sauce and I'm going to make sure it covers the surface. Guys, if you need to add much of this, please do, but not too much. This tastes so delicious. So I added my pizza cheese, that is my mozzarella cheese, and I introduced my sweet corn as well, my red bell pepper. And I'm going to add my onions to that and introduce my salami. I'll be baking this for 25 minutes and I'm going to be setting my oven to 200 degrees C. So guys, over here our pan pizza is done. Guys, the difference between the oven baked and the pan pizza is that the pan pizza, the ingredients will still remain very fresh and alive, okay, but it tastes amazing. So behold our homemade pizza. My pizza burnt, the underneath burnt a little bit. Yeah, so if you're making yours, please make on a very low heat, okay, and let it simmer for 10 to 12 minutes. Yeah, so guys, this tastes so delicious, but I have to be very frank with you guys. So if you taste the one made in oven, it tastes so much like the one we buy from shops like Domino Pizza and all of that. But if you taste the one baked with pan, it tastes exactly like homemade. You will surely know that someone made this, okay? But that's made with oven, my God, delicious, yummy. You will never tell the difference. You won't even know it's homemade, okay? So you go on and make your choice. As for me, I'm going for the both of them, but if I am making a party pizza, I'm going to go for the one made in oven. I'm definitely baking mine in oven. The taste is exactly like the one we order from shops. Why the one I made with my frying pan tastes so much like homemade? Yeah? So thank you so much for staying with me throughout this episode. I truly appreciate. Until I come your way next time, remain blessed. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye.